Good morning, Grainne. It's Grainne, your namesake here from Wise Buddha Tarot. Just coming back to you on your reading. So I didn't do a standard reading. I just picked cards about the things you were asking about, and I'll pull some extra cards as well, and we'll see what comes up. Okay, so I asked, first of all, the very first card that I took was the Oracle card. I wanted to kind of get an overview of what was going on with you. So this one is from the Light and Dark Oracle. So I kind of wanted to see what your state of mind was. So this is Dress of Alchemy, and it says release your power. Now, it's a lovely, powerful little Oracle card there. And basically what it's saying is that, yeah, you're attracting quite a lot of negative energy. Now, that's not surprising, Grainne, because, you're a very intuitive, sensitive person. I'll put her back down there. A very sensitive, intuitive person, and certainly with the work that you're doing. The reason you feel you're heading into conflicts and stuff is that you're a very authentic person and you speak your truth, and not everybody's willing to hear that, especially not right now, when there's been a big shift globally and lots of things are being uncovered and brought to the surface. And so when you speak out and you speak your truth, you tend to be winding people up. That's not a criticism, by the way. I'm just stating that that's fact. Okay, you are who you are, and you should continue. The Dress of Alchemy is saying you should continue to be who you are and release your power. But there is a feeling of being trapped here. Okay. And it comes up in another card here as well. Also here. Yeah, you're tied in, you're trapped. And you really could let go and get yourself out of the situations if you really wanted to. But the fact of the matter is you don't. Okay. So that feeling of being trapped is because other people's energy is attached to you. Okay. And it's very, very hard to get rid of when you're an intuitive or psychic sensitive person like ourselves. Okay. So that's why you're attracting the conflict, because other people's negative energy is drawn to you, and you're finding it hard to get rid of. So it's residual energy, and then it's going on to the next person, and so on and so on. Okay. So what I would like you to do, if you have sage, if not, can you get some sage from a shop? And I'd like you to burn it around your house and around your body, your head, your middle section, and particularly under your feet. Just wave it under your feet and say, I release all negative energy. Only the good and pure shall remain. And do that regularly, and that will get rid of any crawlies and yucky energy that you're attracting, which will help cut down on conflict from people. Also, spiritually, at the end of each day, if you can call your energy back to yourself, which means that sometimes we kind of have cords attached to people that we've dealt with throughout the day, whether it's work or friends, family, colleagues, etc. So you say, I call all my power and energy back to myself now. And that's it, just before you go to bed. All right. Also, I want to tell you as well, I feel this is important going forward. You need, if you're having an issue, say with a friend or a colleague, Mary, we call her, say, I cut my cords from Mary now and release her to her highest good. That means no backlash will come on you, and you're just basically saying, yeah, go away from me now. All right. So that should certainly help cut down on conflicts, because a lot of this energy is not yours, Grainne. Okay. Now, you are a very vocal person. You speak your truth. You're authentic. You say what you mean what you say. And as I said to you, that's who you are, and you shouldn't have to change that. And sometimes it probably does get you into situations or in trouble, especially with work. And, sometimes maybe people think, oh, well, she's just, too blunt. She's rude or whatever. But it is what it is. You are who you are. You shouldn't have to change that about yourself. But just be mindful of it, that, sometimes it winds people up. And so therefore you need to release that from yourself, their anger, their frustration, etc. I personally prefer straight up, truthful people, because you always know where you stand with them. Okay, so this is a really important card. Also, I don't know if you can see on that, it's not very clear. 33, 3, 3, and 3. If you see those numbers, okay, that's an important sign from the other world or from the heavens, whichever way you want to believe. In your spiritual life, 333 is a sign from your dad and from spirit that he's okay. Now, he's only recently passed, and I know he held on and held on. He rallied quite a lot, but when he went without any pain. Okay, I want you to know that there was a peaceful release, and he feels no pain. Now, it's not unusual for souls that have only recently departed and crossed over. It takes a huge amount of energy, huge, for them to come back or show signs to you that they're okay. But I want you to know that he is finding his peace, and he has absolutely no pain, and he's surrounded by everybody that he has loved, that has gone before him, including also pets, animals. I'm seeing a cat, 2 dogs. There's also horses. I don't know if that's to do with you, but there's horses anyway. That, like, he just has an awful lot of really nice calming energy around him. So please don't feel upset if you're not getting through signs other than the 333 coming, and that comes from your angels to tell you that he's doing okay. Because it does take a huge amount of energy for souls to come back, especially, so recently departed. It can take up to 6 months, sometimes up to a year, before they really gain the kind of strength to come through the veil. Okay, people who have been deceased longer, you'll start to see the signs. But certainly I want you to pay attention to the 333. That's coming from your angels, your spirit team, who want you to know that he's okay. Also, there's a song that you will hear, and it'll be particularly around this time. It's an old song. I think it's like something, I actually don't know what it is. I think it's from Dean Martin. Anyway, there's a song that'll be, you'll know it. There's no point in me trying to tell you what it is. You'll know it. And when you hear it, that is a little sign that your dad is there around you. Of course, he's around you. You just can't see him. The energy is, we're always connected. The energy is always there. And as he gets stronger, because he's just crossed over, he will start to come through a bit more. I wouldn't go to like a medium or that type of thing, because, as I said, recently departed souls take some time to come back through. But I think he will come back around your family. You'll probably feel it around Christmas time, but certainly as next year pans out, you'll start to see more things. So pay attention to songs. Also, white feathers, the signs from pennies from heaven, pennies on the floor, that type of thing. Also, one thing I think might be prevalent for you as well is small things being moved in the house, okay? Like rings or anything, small, you're thinking you're misplacing them. That's not necessarily true. It can be just a sign from your spirit team that, they want you to pay attention. Okay. So please don't be upset if you think, oh, he's gone, he's passed over. He's out of any pain and he's finding his peace now. But please don't be upset if you don't feel like you can feel him around you. That is completely normal for the first 6 months, sometimes up to a year, when a person passes over, that they really just don't come back. It's at a much later stage that they want to have the strength, and they want to send messages, or they come through sometimes in readings or to mediums or that type of thing, or even through children. You can find sometimes a child saying something, or sometimes they can see things, especially if your kids are really intuitive like yourself. So pay attention to that, but please don't expect too much just for the moment, okay? But he did rally on. He didn't want to go. I don't know why, but he was in pain, and I think it just got too much for him. But when he went, it was a gasp, and he released, and he was just free and floating above, and he was free from pain. So I want you to know that, okay? I know it's probably still coming back to you, in, as you say, it hits you. Grief is very, very difficult. It comes in cycles, waves. You'll go through the 7 stages of grief before you, I don't know if you ever really get over losing a parent, but I suppose you come to terms with it in time. So I want you to be gentle with yourself, Grainne. Don't expect too much at the moment, okay? So these cards here, I have The cups, which are normally happy and lovely emotions, are upside down at the moment. So that indicates sorrow, especially at a family gathering, which would obviously be around Christmas time coming. It's going to be very difficult for you. And I'm so sorry. It's such a horrible time of year where people recently bereaved. So I know that that's going to be difficult for you. So take solace in your family. And your lovely children, and just be kind to yourself, okay? It's a difficult time for you. Also, yeah, I'm not very happy with this card here. The Knight of Wands. There's a man around who's very angry, or kind of the Knight of Wands is generally about outbursts, sudden bursts of temper. Now, I don't know if that's hubby or whether that's maybe somebody close to your work-wise colleague, but it's kind of a little bit unpredictable. Yeah, it's not very nice. So I do want you to, pay attention to this and make sure that you're getting rid of emotions and thoughts that are not yours, Grainne. You're carrying an awful lot at the moment. Your heart is very heavy. And dealing with your grief. You certainly don't need to be taking on anybody else's. Emotions are crap right now, okay? So, yeah. If that's a person close to you, you can just say, I cut my cords from blah, blah, blah. And I release them now, and let them deal with their own stuff right now. You've enough going on. Okay, so I asked about the 2 positions in work. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have the best of news for you today. So justice is, that you want to see that you get what you deserve, especially with your line of working. Out of the 2 positions, I think there's one that you would really prefer, and that's not going to be offered to you, unfortunately. There is an offering here, as you can see the cup coming forward. So it's not what you wanted. So it'll be the lesser of the 2 positions that will be offered to you. So I don't think you're going to be too happy about that. And again, I'm feeling here you're very tied in. You feel very trapped where you are. As you can see, this person is tied up. And you want to make a move forward. So I don't really have the best news there. So I'm going to pull another card here live for you now, just to see when that offer will be made to you. And as I said, out of the 2 positions, it's the one you're kind of a bit meh about. So we'll just see. Okay, so I'll take a card and see if there's anything there. Okay, right. So this is linked with February, time-wise. Now, it's also a cautionary card. In this position, reversed. A lot of your cards are reversed. I just think it's not the best time of the year for you at the moment, Grainne. Okay, so the 8 of Pentacles is about, it is about work. So Pentacles is work, and it's about paying really, really close attention to detail here. So this is about forms, applications, legal paperwork, anything like that, contracts, maybe warrants, anything like that. Make sure the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. Just be really super, super aware. I know you're pretty good at what you do anyway, but just pay, extra special attention here. So this is linked with February. I don't know if that links up with your timeline, but you're not going to hear your news about this position until February, and it's going to be, out of the 2, the one you possibly didn't want as much. Okay. But it's certainly a movement. There's a movement there from this trapped card. I'm really not liking this because it's linked with the Dress of Alchemy there. That also says that you're kind of carrying everybody's negative emotion sphere, sometimes some a bit of guilt as well. You're almost afraid to speak out because when you do speak out, it ends in conflict. But I really, really want you to release all that doesn't serve you, stuff that is not yours to carry, okay? And when you do that, things will start to move forward for you work-wise. Okay, so I'm going to pick another card and just see is there anything else that needs to be clear. So these are the Oracle of Light and Dark. So I use these for my witchy, intuitive people. See, is there anything that Spirit wants to tell you? Oh, okay, lovely. Finally, a nice card. If you can see that. Number 23. Violet Angel. So this is a breaking dawn. Okay, so coming up to, this is around the solstice, around the 23rd, 21 to 23rd of December. So the breaking dawn is the return of the sun. It's the light coming back. So you're going to feel a bit of a shift in your energy. I don't know if you've got time off. I feel you might have time off around then. I mean, I know obviously it's coming up to Christmas Day, but maybe you have extra time off, and it's going to be a better energy around you, a little bit more positive. You'll maybe start to feel a bit more in tune. I feel like you're kind of out of your body at the moment, Grainne. You're like, you're the shock of your dad. I know you knew it was happening, but just, you can never prepare for the loss of a parent. So you sort of feel kind of out of your body a little bit, of that, like as if you're astraling a little bit. So I'm going to add you to my healing circle every Thursday. I do a Reiki healing circle, and see can we pull you back together, push you back into your physical body. So yeah, brighter times are coming, so that's nice. I'm really glad to see that, because a lot of the cards here, they're not really the nicest, but I have to read them as I see them. There's no point in me telling you fibs. Okay, so better energy coming the 21st to 23rd of December. Okay, so that's good. Breaking dawn. It's a brand new day. All right. Let me see. I'll just pull one more. Let's see. Anything else that you need? What does Grainne need to know right now? Okay, Queen of Swords. This is a Libra female. I'm getting the letter C with it. Oh, she's not the nicest. She's a bit sharp. I think that's a colleague. I'm going to put that there with this. Yeah. Not the nicest. A little bit sharp. Okay, so there might be gossip or talk around you when you get swords. Also, I'm getting like a stabbing pain in your knee, in your left knee. Hope that makes sense to you. I just got that there, and I know it's not mine. Left is always female, so this female is, right, the knee represents, it can be guilt, but it also represents moving forward, Grainne. So is there somebody trying to block you here or stand in your way? Because I put that, funny enough, now beside the trapped card. Okay, let me pull one more on that and just see what we can do. What can we do about that? Let me see. What does Grainne need to know? Oh, okay. High Priestess. Okay, lovely. Okay, so secrets are going to be revealed. Something is going to be told about this person. You're going to find out the truth here. The High Priestess is a really powerful card. I'm glad that came up for you. It shows that you're obviously very in tune, you're intuitive. The High Priestess is very powerful. So again, it connects with the dress of alchemy. Release your power, stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid to say what you have to say. But definitely this means truth's been told or uncovered to you. So keep your eyes and ears open, and yeah, pay attention to this person around you. It's a Libra female. So Libra would be an October birthday. Okay. And funnily enough, Libra sign is linked here with justice. The scales, the balance of the scales. So I think somebody's been unfair to you here. Maybe it's a friend, I don't know, but it just came up around the kind of work aspect. So it could be a colleague. Yeah, I'm not liking that energy, but just know you're going to come out on top because you have two major arcana cards, the High Priestess and Justice. So the truths are going to be told about this person, and justice will be done. She'll get exactly what she deserves. I'm going to see if there's I'd like to see some movement on that job though. Let me see. Let's pull one of these now, the light and dark, and see any movement coming for you. Number 37, Candy Corn Angel. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, it's time for a treat. Oh, that's nice, Grainne. Time to look after yourself. A little bit of self-care, okay? Things have not been good for you. So I want you to be kind to yourself, okay? Do something really lovely for yourself. Maybe yourself and your kids go somewhere nice. Get a nice hot chocolate and some candy canes. Be kind to yourself. I think you're beating yourself up an awful lot. There's nothing else has come up about the job except the February date. As I said, and out of the two jobs that or positions that you've applied for, it's the one you kind of are not as keen on. Okay, that's going to be offered to you. I'll just ask, is there any other movement for you? Because I really want to see something for you. Oh, nice. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. Now this is about it's March, April, so that probably makes sense. Okay, so the Pentacles is about work, money, study. All right, and the Nine is it's feeling pretty satisfied with yourself, so that's good. It's good news. Things are going to improve. It's just not a nice time for you at the moment, Grainne. I know. Um, but please remember that breaking dawn is coming through, and you're going to have better times ahead. Okay, so huddle around with the family, treat yourself, be kind to yourself, and pay attention to the 333. That they're super prime numbers, they're really important, and they're coming from your spirit team. Okay, there's an angel, Haniel. I think she might have come up for you before, but she's the angel of joy. So she's around your spirit team. You're very, very protected. And tap into ask the angel Haniel to bring some joy into your life. It's dark days at the moment, but it will brighten up by the solstice. So pay attention to around the solstice. 21st to the 23rd are important dates for you. And yeah, there's a song that's going to pop up that will remind you of your dad, and you'll hear that in the Christmas week. Okay, I hope that helps. Sorry the cards aren't better, but I gotta read them as they are. But I'm hopeful things will improve for you. Yeah, just watch that knee. I'm getting twinging pains in that. I don't know if that's yours or hers, that person who's not been nice to you, but pay attention to that. It could be like an injury or from, I don't know, exercise or something. It feels like a strain. Okay. But as I said, metaphysically, that could be somebody, trying to stab you, literally stop you from moving forward, especially on the left hand side. It means female, and the knee is moving forward. And also guilt. If you have guilt, please, please, please release it. It doesn't serve you. Okay. Honey, I hope this helps, and I wish you and your family a nice Christmas, and I hope that you all help each other through it. And of course, if you have any questions at all, you know where I am. Come back to me. Take care. Bye.